Russia just made a massive mistake, and it could be the end of Vladimir Putin. You see, Russia now wants to start a World War III against the United States. That's not me saying it, that's coming straight from Russian officials. But before we get into that, it all started with this comment President Trump made. Let's talk about Dmitry Medvedev, because he's the one who's threatening World War III. This was the statement he put out right after Trump did that presser. Regarding Trump's words about Putin playing with fire and really bad things happening to Russia, I only know of one really bad thing: World War III. I hope Trump understands this. Now, what's happening here is simple. Trump tried helping Russia. Trump tried giving them a lifeline out of this war that they're losing badly. Over the last 3 years, they have barely made any progress, and they're losing more than 1,500 soldiers every single day. Russian economy is in the gutters, but it seems Putin is hell-bent on moving forward. This is what President Trump just tweeted out a few days ago. What Vladimir Putin doesn't realize is that if it weren't for me, lots of really bad things would have already happened to Russia. I mean, really bad. He's playing with fire here, and guess what? Putin is about to get hit with something he was not expecting. President Trump has recently lifted all the restrictions that US had on Ukraine in terms of using Western weapons and Western missiles. What does this mean? Well, now Ukraine can target anything inside Russia they want using Western weapons that they're getting in aid. There's just one condition now, and that's why the headline is saying it's complicated. Condition is the range of the weapon. Ukraine can only target stuff that are within range. Now, this is a big U-turn compared to the previous administration's policy, where many have blamed former President Biden and Jake Sullivan for basically falling for Russian propaganda and falling for Russian bluff. You see, this is not the first time Russia is threatening World War III, and in fact, this is not going to be the first time Russia threatens nukes. They have done this every single time. First time we approved tanks, they threatened nukes. First time we approved F-16s, which technically just meant other countries could give F-16s to Ukraine, they threatened nukes. First time we approved ATACMS, they threatened nukes. They keep bluffing and it never works, and it seems the US administration is now realizing that Russia is all bark, no bite. Putin had one hope of getting out of this war peacefully, and it seems he is killing that hope too, because his relationship with President Trump is deteriorating very fast. I have always had a very good relationship with Vladimir Putin of Russia, but something has happened to him. He has gone absolutely crazy. He's needlessly killing a lot of people, including a lot of Russians. And I'm not just talking about soldiers. Now here, President Trump is referring to constant attacks that Russia is carrying out on Ukrainian civilians, all the while Russia is pretending to talk about peace, negotiate peace. Anyways, let's continue with the tweet. Missiles and drones are being shot into cities in Ukraine for no reason whatsoever. I've always said that he wants all of Ukraine, not just a piece of it. Maybe that's proving to be right. But if he does, it will lead to the downfall of Russia. Likewise, President Zelensky is doing his country no favors by talking the way he does. Everything out of his mouth causes problems. I don't like it, it better stop. This is a war that would have never started if I were president. This is Zelensky, Putin's, and Biden's war, not Trump's. I'm only helping to put out the big ugly fire.